Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Death Valley, the tradition is real. You touch the rock, you run down the hill, and it is a beautiful venue. Clemson has become one of the most difficult places to play in the ACC, if not college football. These fans are electric and dynamic. Call it Death Valley for a reason. This is where teams' dreams come to die. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Throwing, Williams. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. On the draw, it's Johnson. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And this is not the way they envisioned the opening drive going, with the third and long coming up. They'll move the wide receiver. Williams from the gun on third down. Bringing the heat. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And that's why you got to avoid third and long situations if you're on offense, because the defense knows it's pass, and all these guys are pinning their ears back. They're getting upfield, and you're under so much duress. On top of that, you give up a fumble. That is a huge play for the defense.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy, because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
They're in the gun, third down. Here's Carr. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. A great catch and run for 6. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
And you could tell the offense was trying to take a shot and really stress that safety. Sending one guy long, you better cover the deep ball, and then try to slip a guy right underneath it. Unsuccessfully, the quarterback's got to be a little bit better with that timing.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Finds his man. It's Crumps. Could not make his way to the corner.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up. Way to know where the sticks are. Now put you in a successful position for third down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys on the field.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's third and long from the 26. Williams. Here's a heat. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So important to keep your concentration. Get off on the snap count, not before it. It's 1st and 15. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bowman. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
Big-time play there in the passing game. That's important for Notre Dame, too, as a program, because we know they've always been able to run the football, and we've seen them in recent years get to the playoff. They've reached national championship games, but they haven't been able to pull it off. For this program to take the next step, they have to be more consistent and dynamic in the explosive passing game, and I think this guy gives them the opportunity to take the program to the next level.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Here comes the heat. He's got the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ipte if they can stop him on third down. to the wideout. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone. Force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
The Fighting Irish called their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And the punt hits ground in the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, pinning them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. Tigers send out the offense to go to work. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. After losing track of the play clock, better keep an eye on it this time. It's 2nd and 10. The run inside. It's Johnson. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Williams. He slings it deep to the left. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on 3rd down? And a lot of times, man, it's about being in position and making plays, and that's exactly what he did. The right spot, breaking on the football, being physical, setting the tone in this football game.
He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. Here's Carr to throw. Oh, they're after him. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And what Run a play by the defender. He's on an island all by himself in cover one, man coverage. Just him and the wide out, and he ends up winning, coming up with a big INT.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll keep it on the ground. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is the senior linebacker who's been shaken up. Holly Rowe will give us an update on his condition. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Here's Williams to throw. Here's the pressure. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on 3rd down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm. But you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
And these punt returners want to make big plays, but man, oh man, did he make a big mistake. Flipping the field position, defense flying in on him, and he did not secure the football in that play.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Dropping back, it's Carr. The screen, he's got wheels. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Throwing, Carr. Pocket breaking down. He's got him. And they pick up just a few on that completion. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. 2nd down, he'll throw it. He's moving out of the pocket. He's going to run it. His defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain. At the end of that play, there is still a member of the Fighting Irish down on the field. So as they take a look at the injured player, we will take a timeout. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Off the RPO, complete. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. First play of the period, 1st down here. Carr. It's caught. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. I think that receiver really had two choices there. Catch the ball, or he was going to wear it in his chest.
Yeah, he was going to be maybe taking an ice bath after too many of these curl routes. He catches them in the body like that. This quarterback has a cannon arm. The receiver found the soft spot in the zone, and, man, the quarterback gave him no choice.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. C.J. Carr firing again. Shoots it to the left. He's got an open man. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
I like the aggressive play call there on offense. You're taking a shot on 3rd and short. Maybe what you're thinking is, even if this is incomplete, we're going to stay on the field and we're going to go for it on 4th. But really nice route, beautiful throw. I don't know if the defense was expecting that, and they gave up a big one.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. The drive continues after that fumble scare sent the offensive coordinator's blood pressure into orbit. Wants to fire on 2nd down. It's complete to the left. There he goes. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
And they've converted their first 2 3rd down opportunities, but a 3rd and long is a different animal. From the gun, wants to pass. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Makes one. Oh, it's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And he was under so much stress on that play. You saw him scrambling, trying to buy time, doing everything. And to keep the play alive, but the defense just kept coming in waves, and he got a little bit downfield before they finally knocked it out and jumped on that fumble.
Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Here's Gibson to begin the drive. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Throwing, Williams. Showing the arm strength down the left side. Intercepted. Got some room to run. He was thinking touchdown all the way, but he got it down to the 26-yard line.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. They'll run it out of the gun with Brown. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
second down, they'll go to the air. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Makes the catch, plenty of room, feet down in the end zone.
Man, oh man, it doesn't get easier than that. Look at the receiver. He gets wide open. Where's the defense? Nobody around. Easy pitch, easy catch.
And the point after is good. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score. Makes the catch, and he's free. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
The Tigers have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Here's a give to Gibson. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense, kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
Running inside, it's Johnson. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
Well, I know he was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far. And this is one of the more talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation. They need more runs like that to get this offense going if they're going to win this game.
Red pass, it's complete. Turning it on. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Gibson. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Motion from the wide receiver. Lined up in the gun, Williams on 3rd down. Got a hand on it nicely and broke it up in the end zone.
On that 3rd down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on 4th.
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. Now the lead is down to 11.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and it'll be enough for the first down. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Out of the backfield, he's open. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And running backs who can add to the passing game, they can be so dangerous because once they get the catch, they're operating in much more open space than they would be on a handoff. And it really also tests the linebackers' coverage ability and those DBs' tackling ability.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They made a little trouble for themselves with that penalty. Now 2nd and 12. Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty. Just can't lose focus like that. You got to know the snap count. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. And just some general sloppiness from the offense with a false start will back them up 5 at 2nd and long. The Irish use their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Back to pass. Fakes to grab. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ipte if they can stop him on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
Punt is in the air on fourth down. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Williams. Pressure coming. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They'll start this drive at their own 48. They'll start this drive going to the air. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
So now it's second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going for it all. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Defense looks as if it's coming. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on third and long to keep this drive going. He'll set up to throw. Working that wide receiver screen. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. And now the lead is extended a little further. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Williams. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
What can they pull out of the playbook here on 2nd and long from the 17? They'll give it to Jared Gibson. They'll just run the ball in the middle of the field and watch that clock continue to wind here late in the first half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Might be calling a hot route. Under fire. He's past the 30. Didn't get past the marker when he started his slide, and now it's 4th down. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with a look at Western Kentucky, taking on the number 7 team, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. And it's the Hilltoppers with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. And that makes it 2 victories on the season. They're nowhere near their preseason goal, of course, so how they handle things from here will define this program. And now we take a look at some of the other games going on around the nation on another wild day of college football.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the 3rd quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback, Ben. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. A strike downfield. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Nice play there. And I know when you think Notre Dame's football, you're thinking about running the football and all those NFL offensive linemen they have, but when you've got playmakers like him on the perimeter, you've got to be able to take advantage of him. This guy has the chance to play on Sundays. He's too good. If you've got a window to throw and that guy's out running a route, give him an opportunity.
Finds the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you even start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Right on the money. Breaks into the open. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Rolled his way into the end zone. No step back in Week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
And no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently. Does a great job running his route. Great result because of it.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They're sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
And the Tigers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Quarterback making checks. Looking for a man. It's Denson. Quick completion on the out. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46.
And quarterbacks love running backs who can catch the ball because they're stat patters. That's an easy throw for this quarterback to make. He's just letting his running back do all the work. Get him the football out in space and let the magic happen.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They don't fall for the screen. Great job retracing and stopping him at the line of scrimmage.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
It's complete to the right. Runs through a man. He might have space. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Under fire. Unleashes one. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the 1st down.
And sometimes when you hand it to these guys, man, it's hard to find lanes. It's very congested in the box. But nice job when you spread it out and you give him space by throwing him the football. Sometimes he can use that blazing speed and make bigger plays. I look for them to continue.
Got some room headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for a score. Touchdown, Clemson. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. But then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
And the extra point pulls them closer. It's 24-10. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they finished it off with an exclamation point, running it in from the 19.
Number 81, set to kick this one.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here come the Irish back on offense. And after that last score, this is just a 2-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. Got the quick completion. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Quickly complete. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
Man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection. Nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
Just feeding his pads to the defense as he gets it to the 36.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy as that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Quick release on the RPO. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Irish! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, when you've got a quarterback that has this type of ability, there's no question what your strategy is going to be week in, week out, right? They want to throw the football. They want to hurt you with their ability to push it downfield through the air. 3 passing TDs in this one already.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Jarrett Gibson. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Free yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. To the air, it's Denson. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Well, it's a good route by the wide receiver. He gets to the middle of the field. I think he just took his eyes off the football.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. The run inside. It's Gibson.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Here's a heat. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the 2nd half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
Pulls it in at the 25. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
How many ways can I get it to my running back who's a baller in space? This is a really good job. Just toss it to him, right? I want to throw it to him. Yeah, I want to run up the middle, but I want to get it to him as many ways as I can. Toss it to him, get him on the edge, do a good job sealing the edge. He'll do the rest. Just give him the ball in space. Good thing.
Catch inside the 30 and still running. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. That's his 3rd touchdown of the game, and he just has 4 now on the season.
when these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. He'll bring it out. It's Preston. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Here's Gibson to begin the drive. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Looking to fire. And he has run out of bounds as they go backwards there and just avoided the contact. Clemson is quick to the line. Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Hauls it in. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Shakes a man and he might take off. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
You got to have better tackling in the back end on defense. The guy didn't have the first once he had the ball in his hand, but because you missed the tackle, they've now got a fresh set of downs.
Here comes Clemson with another first down. They'll give it on the counter. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Throwing on the run.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Running inside, it's Johnson. He stopped a little bit short. They'll mark it at the 38. It's 4th down.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. They get to him as he throws. Converts on 4th down. Still going. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Oh, and I love that play call on 4th down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
Might have a chance.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Finds his tight end. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. He wants to change this route. Again, it's Jared Gibson. Looking for room at the 30. Touchdown, Tigers. Once he got some room, it was over.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. He can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
Lining up for the PAT. Right down the middle. An 84-yard drive there. And that was some way to cap it off with a 42-yard touchdown jaunt.
Number 81, set to kick it off.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
The clock is my friend. If I can do this late in the ball game with a lead and I can continue to run the football and they have no answers, well, then I'm going to walk away with a win. So listen, I wouldn't change a thing. I'd keep pounding the football, keep running the clock.
Notre Dame will now use its second timeout. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Timeout called by Clemson. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. A look at McLean Stadium on the banks of the Brazos. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Iowa State Cyclones and the Baylor Bears. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Checking in with the Baylor head coach before the game. He understands just how important this game is, but he's tried to take that pressure off of his players. He said, it's us. We just have to focus one play at a time and doing your job every down. He understands this environment will be a challenge, but he believes they will have better composure and poise to compete here today. Guys?
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. The Bears headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. The give to the lone running back. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Let's talk for a second about Iowa State. It's not the end of the world. This is not one of those be-all, end-all games that we used to have in a different era. But certainly for the winner, clear shot at a conference title and perhaps a spot in the college football playoff and a bye.
I love it. It's a great show-me week. A lot of adrenaline, a lot of emotion. Like both these squads, really, really good football teams in really good positions in their conference. But, Jesse, after today, there can only be one at one.
Yeah, the picture's going to change, no doubt about it. These two teams both, though, believe they're the best in conference play. Nobody's beat them yet, and they believe they're the man in the conference. So we're going to learn a lot. By the time this game is over, who is the best in conference play?
Dropping back, it's Rayner. Looking for a big play. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. And the Cyclones line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He just about took that one all the way to the house. They finally get him down after a tremendous return. This offense has it with really good field position. They'll send the back in motion. Throwing, Lagway. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
And that just shows you the team speed this defense has. As soon as they identify who's got the ball, they are around and surrounding that ball carrier so quickly.
And the Bears with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wide receiver comes in motion. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And the defense drags him down.
And it really doesn't matter what the decision is on the RPO. When your defensive line can reset the line of scrimmage like that, get off blocks and make plays.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lagway. The quick out. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
And, man, that third down changes this decision completely, right? Like getting a big chunk of yards, making it 4th and short. Now it's a true decision. I think you were just thinking about getting half of this, maybe setting up a field goal. Now you got a chance to be aggressive. Let's see what they do here on offense.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Lagway to throw for it on 4th. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass, and you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play, and now their offense is coming on the field.
Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume. And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting on this block, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds him out of the backfield. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
They're going to run it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
To the air. It's Rayner. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Quarterback's accuracy goes way down when you start to get him on the move. And you want to make it go way down even further? Pop that sucker. Nice job making him move, scramble out to his left, and then getting a good clean stick on him. That's 2 things he has to think about on one play.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Can't make the catch on 3rd down, and the rarest of drops for this guy.
And the defense catches a break on that one because he was open, and I think he was going to get the 1st down on that 3rd down. But, man, just lack of focus. Sometimes you want to run so fast when you're catching that ball, and you just lose focus for a second and drop that football to the turf.
They've already converted once on 4th down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere 4-down territory. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Flagway wants to throw. Got a man. It's Livingston. And he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Here comes the heat. And it's a sack. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Well, based on that, we can hope to see a little more offensive explosion here in the second quarter as we get ready to get things started. To throw, it's Flagway. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Here's the pressure. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. Looking for more room. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Third in Africa is extremely difficult. When I know it's a passing situation, I get to rush the passer and pin my ears back. I get to put more DBs on the field to drop back and really play pass coverage. You could tell the offense was trying to force it, trying to get that first down, makes the big mistake.
Let's see what the Cyclones offense has dialed up for this drive. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Looks as if he's going to run it. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
It'll be third and long. The run to the left. Picks up the first down. Maybe a crease. To the house. Touchdown, Iowa State.
Well, the offense was off to a bit of a slow start, but we know in talking to this running back, he prides himself on getting stronger as the game goes on. And here in the second quarter, he breaks off a beautiful long touchdown to put his offense on the board. And you know now he's going to be asking the offensive coordinator to start feeding him the football.
give me more touches. Shocker that he would say that. But at the other side of the ball, defense, like we've got to swarm to the football. It's got to be a consistent effort to try to stop the running back because he is good. He is dynamic. And you just saw one touch can change the field position and can change the scoreboard just like it did right there.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard down 7-0. That's reeled in. It's Freeman. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. the gun. They'll try to impose their will. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
95, 96 bridge. 95, 96 bridge. Hey, move. Go, go.
Pulls and fired complete. There he goes. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
As the officials spot the ball, they've stopped play for an injured Baylor Bear. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Oh, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. That false start might prove to be really costly, as now they come to the line with a 2nd and 6. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. Mental errors like that just kill drives. We'll see if they can overcome it. Well, giving away 5 on the false start certainly doesn't help anything. 2nd and long coming up. Lagway. The short hands is Turner. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. The Bears moving quickly to the line.
And man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24.
Back-to-back possessions, 2 forced turnovers, 2 interceptions. Defenses are salivating. That gets you excited. I'm the next guy trying to make a big play. I'm bragging about it if I've already got 1 pick. But if I'm the other guys, I'm like, wait a minute. I got to get me 1 too.
The Cyclones spend the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Iowa State sending the offense back out. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Give to the single back. No running room on that play. What a good job by the defense to stay disciplined and string that play out.
They did a really good job with their eyes there, Reese, and they were able to get the ball carrier going east and west, and as you mentioned, just ran out of room, had to run out of bounds.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks. But how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
He'll try the left side. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Defense doing everything right on this drive. They started off in really good field position. They created negative plays, and they're going to get off the field here very, very quickly. That was about as good as you can do without taking the ball away.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. From the gun, running back on the move. Got enough for the first. Open field on the right. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Baylor!
top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They scored fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he puts through the extra point.
Number 94, set to kick it away.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. They'll go right back to it. He's there to make the stop.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Wants to throw. It's Rayner. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. Makes the grab. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
I mean, some quarterbacks have a hard enough time just completing passes in the pocket, but to do it on the run, like when you got that kind of speed and that kind of momentum going, it takes a special kind of athlete, and that quarterback, he's a different breed.
Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
Nice 1st down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
Makes it past the marker. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can stop the clock. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the 1st down. They'll try to get it off quickly. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense now.
Touchdown, Cyclones! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Here's Lagway to pass. The screen, and watch out. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Back to throw, it's Lagway. Pocket breaking down. Blasted as he lets it go. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Interesting first half, fellas, and an eye-opening day here in Week 10 on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin our whip around with Florida, taking on the number 3 team, the Oklahoma Sooners. And it's the Gators, setting school records in multiple offensive categories in one of the highest scoring games I think I've ever seen. 2 teams who were very familiar with the end zone today. And that now gets this group to 3 wins, which is nothing to write home about yet, but brick by brick, this staff is starting to build something. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
The Bears offense makes its way onto the field. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step 1, Jesse, taking care of the football.
And it just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
Williams open on the right side. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? Right? A lot of times those are linebackers, those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Third down from the gun, DJ Lagway. Finds a man in the middle. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Rushes on him. Got rid of it just in time. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. With that penalty, the offense is backed up on second down. Throwing, Lagway. With the catch, it's Miller. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
Lagway from the gun on third down. Rolling right and going deep. Got it in stride inside the 20. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive. And you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
Lagway wants to throw. Makes the grab. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. Might be changing the route. Fourth down, Lagway. He caught it, and he will guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
And they tacked on the extra point. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Iowa State's offense heads out to get this drive underway. Now they'll try to answer that score with one of their own and regain the lead here in the third. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to pass, it's Rayner. Snagged in the middle, it's Hayes. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Moving away from pressure. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On 4th down, looking for the completion. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
The Cyclones will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. If the intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
The give to the single back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
Come on, defense. What are we doing? I mean, you can't miss this guy. He's like literally the biggest dude on the field. That time, completely wide open. That's way too easy for the offense. He caught the football. There was nobody even near him. Someone on defense has to locate this guy. They've got to communicate to each other if they're passing off in coverage. You can't let that guy be that wide open.
And the Cyclones are moving quickly down the field. They'll go to the ground. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They go right back to him. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short, and teams want to make their move in the rankings. We've swapped sides of the field, and we are ready for the finish as the fourth quarter gets underway. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Will not get close. Tackled at the 28-yard line. It's fourth down. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And he got it! They take the lead here in the fourth.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. And he swallowed up immediately, stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Quarterback keep. A 5-yard pickup there leaves him with third down and 5.
Yeah, and half of the QB calls his own number and all these options, obviously multiple plays. He decides to stick with it, get some positive yards, and now what's next off of that? What's my next read off of that? How am I going to mix things up and keep this defense off balance?
Flagway will try to get it from the gun on third down. Avoids it. But he can't get away again, and down he goes, and the trickeration is not so tricky.
Strong safety blitzes can sometimes be hard to see coming from a quarterback standpoint because we're used to seeing the strong safeties insert themselves into the box, but you don't oftentimes see them blitz like that. That can be tricky to watch.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. Quarterback may change this route. Flagway to throw for it on fourth. Unloads to the wideout. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
And that was one of those gotta have it. I mean, it's a fourth quarter, fourth down. We got to get some points. Palmer, they needed that one.
Yeah, all routes have to be run at the right depth, and the ball's got to come out at the right time. Nice job there by the quarterback, working through his progression, finding the open man, and keeping this drive alive.
Of course, it was the quarterback. I thought it was the receiver.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Could be an alley. Touchdown Bears! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
And this is a running back, guys, that gets better as the game goes on. Here we are late in this one, and he's still breaking off big runs. Impressive, making people miss, showing you the speed. And that touchdown gives his team the lead.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They're in a precarious spot here. That lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Rayner. Pressure coming. Breaks loose. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly. Maybe picked up one on the play.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Man, that is such great third down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's probably going to get that first down, but nice timing. Sometimes guys get there just a little bit early, get the pass interference, but that was right on time to make the hit and dislodge that football.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And some people won't like that, but I like aggressiveness, and that's who they are as an offense, so it's okay to be aggressive. But I know one thing now. After that 4th down stop and you're trailing, I'm going to need my defense to be aggressive. It's going to be a big possession right here in the 4th quarter to get me the football back.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And that's exactly what you would expect from this offense. Listen, when you're in that 1 to 2 minute range and you got the football and you got a lead, it's smash mouth, it's keep that clock running, it's ground game. So interesting now on this 3rd down what they do next, but we got to keep that clock moving.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lagway. Has it. They will score. Touchdown, Bears! This team just knows how to finish. They keep getting better and better and better, and they are close to going 9-0.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach, and that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Rayner. Under fire. And down he goes.
And the offense, after giving up that sack, they're not going to take time to think about what happened. They're going right back to the line of scrimmage to try to run another play.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion now setting up third down, you still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
Now facing a third and long. Bringing the heat. Snagged out of the air. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. They're going to go for it, and they're not going to huddle here on fourth down. On fourth down, going to the air. Throws to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. And he was finding space, and he took it all the way back to the 22.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense is...
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock.
Well, that's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
And the Bears trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Lagway. Right down the middle. Got him downfield. Turning it on. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. To the air, it's Lagway. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Bears. Quick strike through the air for the score. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. And after this play, the cake will be baked. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Timeout is called with just a single second left. One more play to pad the stats. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. He wants a big play here late. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. And he's brought down after the pick, and time has expired. undefeated season are over. Certainly an accomplishment to make it this far, but this week in practice is probably going to be pretty interesting.
It's going to be very tough after suffering that loss, but you wonder, David, if this might be a blessing in disguise for them, because sitting here at one loss late in the year, their college football playoff hopes very much alive still. Now, can they turn this into a positive and get back on the horse?
And we've seen that in recent years, right? Like you saw Ohio State, they used a late loss to catapult them. They had so much energy and so many doubters and haters that propelled them to go win a national championship. So this moment, while it's sad and it's kind of depressing for them, could be one of the better moments of their season if they use it for good.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports.